Dear students, in this class, we are going to do the problems on the Maxwell's equations. All of you know very well, there are 4 Maxwell's equations, out of which 2 equations are relating both electric and magnetic fields. Now, if you see this problem, a certain material has sigma is equal to 0, mu r is equal to 1. If electric field intensity E bar is equal to 800 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 Z into AY, find magnetic flux density B bar, magnetic field intensity H bar, displacement current density and electric flux density D bar, relative permittivity. And the electric field expression given here is telling that the wave is propagating in which direction? Z direction. అంటే wave Z direction లో వెళ్తుంది. And electric field is in which direction? Y direction. ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్లో చూడండి, ఎప్పుడు లోపల ఏ ఉంటేది డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది వేవ్, బయట ఉన్నది ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఫీల్డ్ యొక్క డైరెక్షన్. సో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇస్ ఇన్ Y direction and the wave is propagating in Z direction. Now once again recall our Maxwell's equations. Del dot D bar is equal to rho V, Gauss law. Del cross E bar is equal to minus B dot, that is equal to minus B into H dot. Del cross H bar is equal to J plus D dot, which is nothing but the modified form of your Ampere circuit law. It is telling that there are 2 current densities, conduction current density and displacement current density. Del dot V bar is equal to 0. It is nothing but the property of the magnet. So in this class, all these equations are very much essential for us. Now, he has given E bar and he is going to calculate B bar here. That means there should be a relation between E bar and B bar, electric field and magnetic field. So, you pick up that relation, del cross E bar is equal to minus B bar. ఈ రిలేషన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్కి మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్కి మధ్య రిలేషన్ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి ఐ వాంట్ బీ బార్ కాబట్టి ట్రై టు యూజ్ దిస్ ఈక్వేషన్. సో యూజింగ్ ద సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్, del cross E is equal to minus B dot, that means minus dou B by dou T. So just expand this del cross E. What is del cross E? Del cross E, if you expand like this, AX, AY and AZ. Del means dou by dou X, dou by dou Y and dou by dou Z. And electric field in the components Ex, Ey and Ez like this. And determinant of this must be equal to minus dou B by dou T. This is the equation you have to use. But remember friends, if the wave is propagating in Z direction, by definition it should be independent of X and Y. ఈ రెండు ఉండవు, X and Y, because it should be independent of X and Y. If the wave is propagating in Z direction by property, there should not be electric field component in the direction of the propagation and Ez ఉండదు. That means just change it, dou by dou X, dou by dou Y and Ez will be equal to 0. So it will be 0 and this is 0 and this is 0. Now expand this, you can expand this AX into, so you leave this, then it will be A, B, C, D, AD minus BC minus dou EY by dou Z, dou EY by dou Z is equal to del cross E. This is equal to del cross E. Now, if you take this del cross E is equal to, del cross is equal to minus dou by dou Z of EY, dou by dou Z of EY. What is EY has given? EY means electric field in Y direction, that is 800 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into Z. This is nothing but this dou by dou Z of EY, dou by dou Z of EY. In which direction? X direction, because it is given as an AX. That should be minus. So del cross E is equal to, and you do this partial differentiation with respect to z here, then you are going to get minus 800, okay, 800 sine, so derivative of sine is cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z, and differentiation with respect to z is, it is minus 0.01. In which direction? AX direction this is. AX direction. So this is equal to, this is 800, it is 1 by 100. That's why it will become 8. Minus of minus plus. So I can say 8 cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z into AX in X direction. This is del cross E is nothing but in X direction. And what is the unit of this one? Del cross E is nothing but, you can say, that is equal to minus dou B by dou T. Dou B by dou T. From this equation, it is minus dou B by dou T. I think you are following this. Very simple differentiations here. Now, if you take these two, I want only B. B means derivative of this B is nothing but this expression. Then if I want B, I have to derivate to this. Therefore, B bar is equal to minus integral 8 cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z into AX. And what is the unit of the magnetic flux density? Tesla. That is Weber per meter square. This is nothing but a Tesla. So minus integral 8 cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z into AX into dt. With respect to dt, you have to do this. So what is B bar then? B bar is equal to minus integral of 8. Integral of cos is nothing but sine. Integral of cos is nothing but sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z. Okay. Then what is the derivative of, what is the integration of this? Into 1 by 10 to the power of 6. 1 by 10 to the power of 6. This is in which direction? X direction, Tesla. Therefore, finally I am writing for visualization. Your B bar is equal to, B bar, magnetic flux density is equal to minus 8 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z, okay, into 10 to the power of minus 6 Tesla. Minus 6 Tesla. Therefore, this is equal to minus 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z Tesla. This is nothing but the magnetic flux density B bar. In which direction the magnetic flux density? In X direction. That's why I can write down here B in X direction like this. So this is the answer for the first bit. Magnetic flux density is equal to minus 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z Tesla. So I hope you understood here. Very simple. I have used the second equation del cross is equal to minus b dot. Second equation del cross is equal to minus b dot చూపిస్తే expand this del cross E, apply the uniform plane wave properties. The wave is propagating in z కాబట్టి it should be independent of x and y, and there should not be component in the direction of the propagation. That's why simple matrix వచ్చింది. Expand this, and after expansion, if you do small differentiations and integrations, you are going to get the magnetic field intensity in x direction is equal to minus 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z. What is the unit of this magnetic flux density? Tesla. So this is the way of doing the calculation for the magnetic flux density. Now, once the magnetic flux density is known to you, then happily you can calculate your second parameter h bar. So how to calculate this h bar? So clearly you can understand here, there is a relation between b and h. B is equal to mu naught into h. Mu naught into h. Why I am using only mu naught? Mu r is equal to 1. Mu r is equal to 1 means free space. In the free space medium, b bar is equal to mu naught into h bar. Then happily you can calculate what is h bar. H bar is equal to b naught, b bar divided by mu naught. Therefore, h bar is equal to, what is b bar here? This is the b bar. Minus 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by 4 pi mu naught. 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Okay, sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 z. And what is the unit of this one? This is amperes per meter. In which direction? It is also in the same direction, x direction, like this. So if you simplify this, h bar is equal to 80 by 4, 20. So minus 20 by pi sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z ax ampere per meter, right? So just for clarity, I am writing here minus 20 by pi sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z, 0.01 into z, in which direction? Ax per meter. So this is the answer for the second one. This is called h bar. Okay. So I hope you understood this. Just from this equation del cross is equal to minus b dot నుంచి మనం ముందు b కట్టుకున్నాం. b calculate చేస్తాం. From b you have calculated h because you know the relation between b and h. Now let us continue for the other parameters. So we have calculated b bar and h bar. Now we are going to see how to calculate this JD, displacement current density. If you see the Maxwell's equations, third equation is giving an answer for this. Del cross h bar is equal to j plus d bar. But as the wave is propagating in free space, j is equal to 0. Therefore, del cross h is equal to d bar. So take the third equation here. Del cross h is equal to d bar, which is nothing but dou d by dou t. So how to write down this del cross h? Ax, ay, az, and dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by z. Dou by dou x is 0, dou by dou y is 0, and it will come dou by dou z only from the definition of UPW. And one more thing is, you can say hx, hy, and hz. But as the wave is propagating in z direction, hz is equal to 0. That means you have to make it equal to 0. And already the electric field is in y direction. That's why magnetic field is not possible here. This is 0. Then expand this. That is equal to dou d by dou t. So how to expand here? You have to expand only ay. So ay means minus ay into dou hx by dou z. Dou hx by dou z. It is also minus. Why? Because a, b, c, d, AD minus BC, it is minus, is equal to dou d by dou t. So I can say your del cross h is equal to dou hx by dou z, dou hx by dou z in ay direction. Therefore, del cross h is equal to dou by dou z of hx. Hx is already given here, that is minus 20 by pi sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 z. In which direction it is? AY. Now dou by dou z of this one. What is the dou by dou z of this one? You can say this is equal to minus 20 by pi is a constant. Derivative of sine is cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z. 0.01 into z in AY. But what is the derivative of this 0.01 into z? That is minus of 0.01 into AY. This is the answer. So you can say this is equal to minus of minus becomes plus, and 20 it is divided by 100, that is nothing but 0.2, and you can say this is minus 20 divided by this is 200, this is 100 pi into cos of minus and minus becomes it is plus 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z into AY. So this is nothing but dou d by dou t, dou d by dou t. So now if I want d from this, I have to integrate this one. I have to integrate this one. So you can say that d is equal to integral of, what is the value here? What is 20 by pi? 20 by 100 pi. That means 1 by 5 pi. 1 by 5 pi into integral of 1 by 5 into cos of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z into AY into dt. dt into AY. So let me say it is in the y direction, dy like this. Therefore your d bar in y direction is equal to 1 by 5 pi. Integral of cos is nothing but sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z in divided by 10 to the power of 6. So into this is y direction, in y direction. What is the unit of this one is? Coulomb per meter square. So you can say this is equal to 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 6, because 1 by 5 is 2, and 10 to the power of minus 6. So this is 0.2 sine of 10 to the power of 60 minus 0.01 into z in which direction? AY, Coulomb per meter square. This is nothing but your d bar. So 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 by pi is also there. This is pi. Okay, 0.2 by pi into 10 to the power of minus 6. So if I want, now I would like to calculate epsilon r. Epsilon r means relative permittivity. So d bar and e bar are related with this epsilon r. So that's why you know d bar is equal to epsilon times e bar. That is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r into e bar. I want epsilon r. Epsilon r is equal to d bar divided by epsilon naught into e bar. And that too you try to consider the magnitudes here. Therefore epsilon r is equal to d bar magnitude is nothing but this is 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 by pi. This is the magnitude of d bar. And epsilon naught value into 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12, and into E magnitude is, he has given here 800. So 800. Just if you simplify this, your epsilon r value will be equal to 8.99. This is the way of doing this problem epsilon r. So very simple.
We have taken del cross H is equal to dou d by dou t. We have expanded del cross H here, and then if you know small differentiations and integrations, you can do this problem like this. So finally, we got the relative permittivity is equal to 8.99. That means we can say that it is a perfect dielectric material. So after seeing this calculation, I can say sigma is equal to 0 means lossless medium. Mu r is equal to 1, relative permeability is almost for all the materials it is equal to 1. But just now we got it, epsilon r is equal to 8.99. 8.99 వచ్చింది అంటే it is a material. That means the wave is propagating in a perfect dielectric. Why it is called perfect dielectric? Sigma is equal to 0. It is a lossless medium. Very simple, friends. Most of the problems will be solved by using either second or third equation, because these equations are giving the relation between electric field and magnetic field and electric field. This way you have to do all the problems whenever the problems are given in Maxwell's equations. చేసేటప్పుడు కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా ఏ పారామీటర్ మర్చిపోకుండా చేస్తే ఆన్సర్స్ గ్యారంటీగా వస్తాయి. Even though it is somewhat laborious, if you are careful, it is very easy to answer these questions. Okay, we are going to see one more problem in the Maxwell's equations. Okay, show that conduction current and displacement currents are equal in a capacitor. Because you know very well, there are two types of currents. One is the conduction current, other one is the displacement current. Whatever the current that is existing in a capacitor is nothing but a displacement current. So let us take a capacitor. Capacitor means two plates separated by a dielectric material, and let us see the distance between the plates is nothing but a d, and area of the plates is nothing but a, and which is given to a voltage V like this. This is the potential what we are applying to a capacitor V. And from the basic definition, you know C is equal to Q by V. Capacitance is defined as charge required to develop the potential between the plates. Now I would like to differentiate on both sides with respect to time. Then C into dV by dt is equal to dq by dt. Rate of change of charge is nothing but your current I, which is nothing but the conduction current here. So IC is equal to C into dV by dt. This is the first expression, we got it. And from the concept of the displacement current, you know from Maxwell's equation, displacement current JD is equal to dou d by dou t. That is also equal to epsilon times dou E by dou t, because D is equal to epsilon times E. So what is E here? E is equal to V by D, potential by distance. What is the unit of E? Unit of E is volt per meter. So you can say that here epsilon divided by D into dou V by dou t. That means in the place of E, I have written V by D. From this current density, I can write an expression for the displacement current. That is, JD is nothing but ID by A. So I am writing here, ID by A is equal to epsilon by D into dou V by dou t. Therefore, ID is equal to epsilon A by D, epsilon A by D into dou V by dou t. What is epsilon A by D? Which is nothing but a capacitance of a capacitor. Therefore, ID is equal to C into dou V by dou t, and which is nothing but the second equation. So you compare the first and second equations now. First and second equations are same. That's why in a capacitor, the conduction current and displacement currents are equal. So the first equation is conduction current, second equation is also telling the same thing. So both are equal. So hence I can say both are equal here, 1 is equal to 2. So this is a way of doing this problem, very simple. I have done this problem using just fundamentals from this. So I hope you understand this. Okay, right. So coming to the next problem. A parallel plate capacitor with plate area 5 centimeter square and plate separation of 3 mm has a voltage 50 sin 10 to the power of 3t volts applied to its plates. Calculate the displacement current using epsilon is equal to 2 times epsilon naught. So that means the permittivity of the medium is epsilon is equal to 2 times epsilon naught. So just now we have discussed about this. So your ID is equal to, your displacement current ID is equal to epsilon times A by D into dou V by dou T, dou V by dou T. That is equal to, what is epsilon? He has given 2 times epsilon naught, 2 into epsilon naught. Okay. What is area? Area is 5 centimeter square, 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 centimeter square, means I am converting into meters, divided by D. What is D? D is means distance between the plates, 3 mm. So 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Dou by dou T of V. So differentiate of dou by dou T of V. V means 50 sin 10 to the power of 3 into T. So if you just simplify this, then you are going to get here ID is equal to 2 times epsilon naught means 10 to the power of minus 9 by 36 pi into 2 epsilon naught 36 pi into 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Just substitute the values. Nothing is new here. This is dou by dou T of 50 sin means 50 cos of 10 to the power of 3t into, what is the derivative of sin? Cos, and into 10 to the power of 3. What is this? Amperes. So you just, if you simplify this entire this one, then your displacement current D is equal to, ID is equal to, I can say 147.4 cos of 10 to the power of 3t nano amperes. So this is the answer you are going to get if you substitute all the values properly. So this problem is nothing but the extension of the previous problem. That is the reason I am telling you, if you take the capacitor, in the capacitor both currents are equal, conduction current and displacement currents are equal. And so many times he is asking the problem on the displacement current. So very simple, displacement current is nothing but ID is equal to epsilon A by D into dou V by dou T. So if the voltage is given to you, just derivate it and you try to substitute the values like this, you are going to get it. So I hope you understood this problem. So one more problem we can see in the Maxwell's equations. The displacement current density is 5 cos of 2 into 10 power 8 t minus kz into Ax microamperes per meter square. In a material for which sigma is equal to 0, epsilon is equal to 5 times epsilon naught, mu is equal to 4 times mu naught, find d bar and e bar. So if you see this, this is nothing but the displacement current density, that means JD. So given that JD is equal to 5 cos of 2 into 10 power 8 t minus kz into Ax microamperes per meter square, and is asking you the what is d bar. You know the relation displacement current density JD is equal to dou D by dou T. This is the relation you have to use here. So if you want d bar, then definitely you have to integrate to this. Therefore d bar is equal to integration of this entire expression, that is integral
JD into DT.
So you can say
D bar is equal to integration of, what is JD? 5 cos of 2 into 10 power 8t minus kz into AX into dt. In which direction it is? X direction. Dx is equal to microamperes, means into 10 to the power of minus 6.
now just integrate this one. Therefore, d bar is equal to, so 5 is constant. Integral cos is nothing but sine of 2 into 10 power 8t minus kz into, what is the derivation of this one? 2 into 10 power 8t. So you can say integration of this one. That is the reason you are going to get in the denominator. So divided by 2 into 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 6 coulombs per meter square. This is the answer. Therefore, what is D bar? D bar is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by 2 into 10 power 8 sine of 2 into 10 power 8t minus kz coulombs per meter square. This is nothing but the flux density d bar. Very simple. Just by using this expression, we are integrating J to get the value of this d bar. So after simplifying this,
Your D bar is equal to 2.5 into, because 5 by 2, 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14 sine of 2 into 10 power 8t minus kz coulomb per meter square. This is the D bar.
so we got this d bar now. This is the way of getting the d bar. So JD is equal to dou d by dou t. Once you know this d bar, happily you can calculate d bar because you know the relation between d bar and d bar. So d bar is equal to
Epsilon naught epsilon times E bar. Therefore, I want E bar. E bar is equal to D bar divided by epsilon naught into epsilon r.
but he has given this total epsilon is 5 epsilon naught. That's why you can say d bar. What is d bar?
2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14 sine of 2 into 10 power 8t minus kz divided by 5 times epsilon naught. This is epsilon is equal to 5 times epsilon naught. 5 into 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So you simplify this, you are going to get your E bar is equal to 0.565 millivolts per meter. So this is the way of calculating the electric field intensity. Always remember the units also. So if in order to calculate these values, we have used this formula D bar is equal to epsilon times E bar.
And one more formula is, you can say JD is equal to dou d by dou t. So in the problem, he has given displacement current density and is going to ask you what is the electric flux density d bar. So d bar is equal to integral JD into dt. And if you know small integrations and differentiations, happily you can do these problems in the Maxwell's equations. I hope you understood the way of doing the problems in Maxwell's equations. Okay, thank you.